Good morning, all of you. There is a small topic is balance in our second unit. That is control strategies of electronic drives or power electronics. What are the different control strategies present here is you have two types of control strategies. First one is time ratio control and current limit control. Actually, in this unit, what you are going to deal is you are going to run a drive with the help of a rectifiers. That is either off wave or fully controlled rectifier. We know that by varying firing angle alpha, you can control the average output voltage. But beyond of that, by using the switching sequences periodically, by changing that, is there any possibility to control the strategy that is going to be learned? So the first one is time ratio control. In some exams they are directly asking that explain about TRC. Otherwise, for the 2 marks bit, draw the waveforms for TRC. Actually, it is a completely theory part. Only waveforms are there, and there is no derivations and no characteristics and no formulas. Just only explanation is going to be present here. So first one is TRC and second one is CLC, current limit control. In time ratio control, this method is going to explain us about how can we change the time period. And we know that there is a direct relationship between time period and frequency, that is inversely proportional. So if I maintain time frequency as constant means time period is also going to be constant. If frequency is variable means time period is also going to be variable. So in time ratio control method, you have another two methods. First one is fixed frequency method and second one is variable frequency method. So you have to deal each method individually. And with respect to, and means with the help of the waveforms only, you are going to explain what is fixed frequency and what is variable frequency. And just wait. Just observe the waveforms that are appearing on your screen. Observe the two waveforms. In these two waveforms, time period is constant or variable. I am not asking about on time or off time. I am asking about total time period present in the corresponding device. Is constant or changing?
Variable, ma'am.
Just observe
Changing.
this. It is, just let me take the annotation for you. Just wait. It is the total time period, right? For first case, that is first waveform.
Yes, ma'am.
Second waveform, this is also total time period, is it right? Total time period is nothing but summation of on time plus off time. Even though on and off times are going to be changed for waveform 1 and waveform 2. What about total time period? Is it constant or variable?
Constant, ma'am.
So if I am saying that with respect to of these two waveforms, time period is constant. So what happens to frequency?
Constant.
So these waveforms are comes under constant frequency control. Next, you have to draw for variable frequency control. Again, I am repeating, just with the help of waveforms only, you have to explain each method. Initially, I am maintaining total time period as constant, irrespective of on time and off time. Please observe the waveforms carefully, 1 and 2. In the first waveform, on time is very, very less. Nearly it is 25%. And off time is very more compared to that of the on time. And when we are moving for second waveform, on time is very, very high compared to that of the off time. That means even though you are changing the on and off times, total time period is going to be maintained as constant. That means if the time period is maintained as constant means frequency is going to be maintained as constant. Okay, first thing is clear, that is frequency is going to be maintained as constant. And next question is, if we consider the variable frequency, how the waveforms are going to be changed? Can anyone guess? Just it is only enough to change one parameter or two parameters.
Total time period change చేయాలి మ్యామ్.
Okay, right. You have to change total time period, not irrespective of on time or off time. Because of this, please remember that at one case, please maintain constant time, that is on time, and at another time, maintain constant off time. For example, just wait. Again, I am taking the two waveforms. That means only it is the on time and it is the only off time. Now check it once. Total time period is going to be changed or maintained as constant. Now itself it is the time period for us. Please observe the waveform. First waveform time period is this total thing. Now itself time period is going to be changed. So it comes under variable frequency or constant frequency. Time period is going to be changed regularly. What about frequency?
Variable frequency, ma'am.
Variable frequency, right? So variable frequency, is there any similarity between these two waveforms? Is there any difference? Observe the screen. Just guess that values of on time in these two waveforms. On time is same or not? Please respond.
On time
On time
same
is same or different?
Different, madam.
On time, on.
time same మ్యామ్. ఆఫ్ టైం
On time same, ma'am.
Exactly. That means that means first case. In this first case, you are maintaining on time as same per time. But coming to off time is same or going to be differ?
మేడం అలా చెప్పారు మేడం. ఆన్ టైమే డిఫరెంట్ అయింది అనుకోవచ్చుగా. ఆన్ టైమే కొంచెం ఎక్కువసేపు ఉంచాం అనుకోవచ్చుగా.
That's why. Okay, just wait. I am saying that in variable frequency, you are going to explain the variable frequency with the help of two cases. In the first one, I am maintaining on time as constant. In the second case, I am maintaining off time as constant. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
You can decide first T on or T off. Just I am going one by one. Even though if you are maintaining constant on or off, you are changing the total time period. That is our concept. Right?
Okay.
So just observe these two waveforms. On time is constant, right? So our first case, maintaining constant turn on time. And our second case is maintaining constant turn off time. So just guess how the waveforms are going to be appear for us for maintaining constant off time. How the waveforms are going to be appear? Please think it once. Any one of you? I'm going to avoid the annotations because of our convenience.
Same time period ఉండాలా మేడం?
Actually, now we are discussing about variable frequency. That means you have to change the time period. Right? All of you, please listen. Initially, we have to deal with two cases. First one is constant frequency. These waveforms are enough for us. Whenever you are going with constant frequency means time period is also constant. And whenever we are moving for second method, that is variable frequency, in this variable frequency, you have to deal with two cases. You have to deal with two cases. First one is on time as constant. So I have explained to you. And the second case is you have to maintain off time as constant. Just guess how the off time is going to be maintained as constant, even though the total time period is changed.
ఆన్ టైం పీరియడ్ ని మార్చుకుంటే సరిపోతుంది మేడం.
If possible, please draw the waveforms on a paper and show your waveforms. Anyone? Otherwise, share your screen.
మేడం ఒకే టైం పీరియడ్ లో రెండు టర్న్ ఆన్ టైంలు ఉండొచ్చా మేడం?
Actually, you have to maintain frequency as variable, means time period is going to be varied. That's it. And for this case, please maintain, I am saying off time as constant. Please think it once how to draw the off time as constant. If you observe my screen, I am sharing the whiteboard for the sake of ourselves. Now I'm going to draw the waveforms. If anybody having any idea how the waveforms are going to be appear, approximately I am taking this as a constant line. Just observe the two waveforms. Here I am not mentioning what is x-axis and what is y-axis. Already we know that x-axis is time period, that is t, and y-axis is voltage V. And it is the off time. Approximately I am maintaining constant off time. So just guess these two are at the same line. If off time I am maintaining constant, what about on time? It is constant or variable? All of you please observe the waveforms. The waveforms are very clear to you or not? First of all, tell me that. Respond to me. Waveforms are visible to you or not?
Visible, ma'am.
Right. So from these waveforms, we can say that off time is constant, right? Is it right or not? What
Ma'am.
about on time? On time is going to be changed, or again it is kept as constant?
చేంజ్ మేడం.
So on time is changed. So our concept is satisfied. That is our case 2 is you have to maintain constant off time. So we are maintaining constant off time. Again, what about total time period? Is it constant or variable? Whenever you are considering two cases.
Variable, ma'am.
So time period is variable means what about frequency?
Change.
Frequency is also going to be changed. So our first method is over. Time ratio control. That means you have to changing the time period with respect to frequency. That as some case you have to maintain constant time period. In another case, you are not maintaining constant time period. That means you are changing the time period. Actually, you have to change the time period means time period is not a single one. Time period is nothing but summation of on time and off time. Because of this reason, and some case you are maintaining on time as constant, and at another case you are maintaining off time as constant. So this is clear to you or not?
Ma'am, can you draw it for a second cycle?
Second cycle means?
అంటే ఇప్పుడు నెక్స్ట్ సైకిల్ టర్న్ ఆఫ్ టర్న్
Okay,
ఆన్
right.
అయ్యాక
So you are asking, just wait, I will take the annotation. That means you are asking for next half cycle, what happens, right? That means approximately measure the distance. With the same distance, that is, I am thinking approximately this is like this. You have to calculate on time and off time. You have to repeat that. Okay. Again, you have to calculate the off time. So I am approximately thinking like this. It is the off time for us. And on time is going to be changed. Okay.
ఓకే మ్యామ్ క్లారిఫై
Means, okay, doubt is clear to you or not? In order to draw these waveforms, first of all, measure the off time. You have to repeat the same time period in the both case 1 and case 2 waveforms. Not only off time, even though on time is also. That means, for example, in first waveform, off time is 10 milliseconds and on time is 5 milliseconds, means number of times you have to maintain 10 milliseconds, 5, 10, 5, like that. In the second case, if it is 10 off time, on time is 20, means you have to maintain 10 milliseconds as off time, 20 milliseconds as on time repeatedly. Right? Just I am asking that. Okay, just wait. With the help of only a single waveform, will you able to explain all these things? That is variable frequency method. Is there any possibility for that? With the help of a single waveform, think it once. Just guess. With the help of a single waveform, can you explain variable frequency method?
Possible, ma'am.
How? How it is going to be possible for us?
Time period changing, ma'am, by cycle by cycle.
So can you draw that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Please draw and show to me. I will clear all these things. Okay, no problem. 237, modify in this waveform, no problem for to me. What is this? T off is constant or T on is constant? Just avoid the second waveform. Do the modification in the first one itself. 237, my voice is audible to you.
Audible, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. Do the modifications in the first waveform. I am just avoiding the second one, right?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, right. Okay.
Okay. It's enough,
Okay,
ma'am.
right. Exactly, you are right. Just observe the screen. Here the turn off time is maintained as constant, but turn on is changed or not?
Changing,
Again,
ma'am.
yes?
Changing,
Turn
ma'am.
on is going to be changed. That means not only with the help of two waveforms, with a single waveform also you can analyze. Okay? That means according to the weightage of the question, you have to write the answer. If this question weightage is 6 to 10 marks for you, then draw the two waveforms. No, it is only for 4 marks. Just with the help of a single waveform, explain all these things. So can I think it is correct now? Can I move on for the second method? All of you
Move on,
please
ma'am.
respond. Right. No, just wait. I will stop share. So our second method is current limit control. Current limit control means just you are taking a converter. In this converter, this TO on is the on time for corresponding rectifier or chopper, or off time is that corresponding converter is in off state. And in general sense, what the people are thinking that when the device in the converter is in on state means during that state you are going to get some output. Maybe this phenomena is going to be changed at some cases, but up to 80 to 84% cases, the people are thinking that when the thyristor, that means when the thyristor or control device, just like MOSFET or IGBT, whenever it is in on state means at that time you are going to get some voltage, and whenever the device is in off means during that instant there is no possibility of getting any output voltage. That's why actually observe the waveform, it is not V in, V not, that means output voltage. During the turn on time you are getting some output voltage, and during turn off time you are not getting any voltage, that means output voltage is 0. And the same thing is going to be repeated. What is current limit control? Your second statement. Current limit control method means the current value does not touches to 0. And during the instant at which output voltage is going to be obtained, during that interval, the current value is must be increasing gradually. It must be in growing path. And during off state of the corresponding converter device, that means output voltage is 0 time, the current value must be decreased from maximum to minimum. That means the current waveform path is must be in decaying path. And one limitation for this is your waveform, that is your current values must be oscillate in between maximum and minimum values. Just observe this. Your current waveform is oscillating in between I minimum to I maximum and I maximum to I minimum, again I minimum to I maximum. Whatever the instant is, the output current does not touches to 0 value. It is the matter you have to write during the explanation is this waveform. And in current limit control, you are going to get only continuous current and there is no possibility of getting discontinuous current, right? Is there any doubt regarding control strategies of a drive? All of you please respond. 237
Where did we
Jagan,
use control? Ma'am, where did we use control strategies, ma'am?
where did?
We use control strategies.
Especially in rectifiers and choppers. That means our power electronic converters, we can apply the control strategy. If a frequency is going to be variable at that positions, right?
మేడం
Is there? Yes.
ఇప్పుడు టర్న్ ఆఫ్ పీరియడ్ లో కరెంట్ గ్రాడ్యువల్ డిక్రీజ్ అవుతుంది కదా,
Yes.
అది ఎందుకని జీరోకి రీచ్ అవ్వదు?
That is the basic thing. Current limit control. You have to limit that value. And because of this method, the main advantage is you are going to get the continuous current. And another limitation is your output voltage must fluctuate in between the two values, that is I minimum and I maximum.
అంటే మేడం ఇప్పుడు రెక్టిఫైర్ యూస్ చేస్తే జీరోకి వచ్చేస్తుంది కదా,
Just
మరి
wait.
చాపర్ యూస్ చేసినప్పుడు ఎందుకు అవ్వదు అలాగా జీరోకి?
With this topic, our second unit is completed. And from now onwards, we are going to move with the third unit. That is DC to DC converters fed, that is chopper devices. Chopper converters fed DC motor drives. Again, our motor is DC and from this motor, you are going to connect a drive. And in this case, you are considering drive as a load. And up to now, that means in our second unit, you are going to run a DC motor with the help of a rectifier. But here, the rectifier is going to be changed as a chopper. Why? Because DC to DC converters fed DC motor drives. So, what are the types of choppers present for us? And how the chopper is going to be controlled? That means, up to now, in rectifiers, by varying the firing angle alpha, rectifier output is going to be controlled. Whereas in choppers, there is no firing angle. Duty cycle, that is delta, is going to be present for us. Duty cycle formula is T on by T. Remember the formula, delta duty cycle is equal to T on by T. And this duty cycle value is going to be changed from 0 to 1. 0 is minimum. Again, please remember these 2 points. Duty cycle value is going to be changed from 0 to 1. Whereas firing angle in rectifier's value is going to be changed from 0 to 180. That means in choppers, the duty cycle value is just digits 0, 0.1, 0.2 and so on up to 1. Whereas in rectifiers, firing angle value is in radians, that is degrees, 0 degrees, 30 degrees, 90, 120, 180. So maximum degrees 180. And now just we have to know what are the basic advantages present for a DC chopper. Observe the screen. That means for choppers, efficiency is high, flexible in control, and just we have explained the topic of control strategies. These control strategies are common for a rectifier or a chopper. That means time ratio control or current limit control. And second one is flexibility in control. And these choppers are light in weight. The basic advantage of an electronic device, small size, again, quick response and regeneration down to very low speeds. So based upon these advantages, the choppers are going to be applied for a DC motor. And what are the applications of DC chopper drives? That means during which places you are going to prefer to operate the DC choppers. Battery operated vehicles, tractions and trolley cars, hoists and electric braking. So just these are the advantages and applications of choppers. Next one, what are the choppers you have to discuss in this third unit? You have basically three types of choppers are there. That is first quadrant chopper. That means in a single quadrant, our chopper is going to be operate. Second one is two quadrant chopper. That means not a second quadrant chopper. In two quadrants, your chopper is going to be operate. And the third one is four quadrant chopper. Internally, there is again a specific classification is there. But the main classification is a single quadrant chopper. Maybe it is a 1, 2, 3 or 4. Single quadrant chopper, two quadrants chopper. That means in two quadrants, the chopper is going to be operated. And four quadrant chopper. In all the quadrants, the chopper is going to be operated. So we are going to deal all these choppers one by one. And remember, there is no three quadrant chopper. That means no chopper is going to operate in three quadrants. Only one or two or four. So basic choppers are just see the screen. First quadrant chopper. The other name for this is type A chopper. Second quadrant chopper, or it has type B chopper. Next, two quadrant type A chopper or type C chopper. First quadrant chopper is different and two quadrant type A or type C. This is one chopper. And two quadrant type B or type D chopper. And the last one is four quadrant chopper or type E chopper. So we are going to deal all these choppers one by one. Just observe the layout here. That is basic block diagram of a chopper. Chopper, for this chopper, the input is a DC value. So chopper means a device which convert fixed DC to variable DC. So fixed DC is given as input supply for this chopper and you are getting a variable DC. And with this variable DC, you are going to run a DC motor. And with the help of this DC motor, you are going to run a drive according to our required levels. So from the next class onwards, you are going to see how the chopper is used to drive an electrical drive vehicle.